In this video, I will show you my Delta One experience. Let's explore it together. Hello and welcome. Today we are going to do a trip report of Delta One Suite on board the A350 going from Amsterdam to Detroit, Michigan. I have heard that this is one of the best business class products among any of the US airlines. This is Kuma. Let's get on board and check it out. Our flight today departed nearly 2 hours late, but thankfully Delta had automatically rebooked our connection, which was a good thing, but overall that was a bummer. The boarding process commenced without incident, and we were on board fairly quickly. Today I am in seat 4A. I can see that the seat is visually very modern looking and nice. Being that this is a Delta One suite, it's much like your own private space, which is extremely nice. The Delta One cabin is set up in a 1-2-1 configuration, and the seats are also staggered, which adds to the privacy, which we will show you later. The IFE screen is said to be 18 inches in width, which is most certainly wide enough. And right underneath that, there's plenty of room for my feet. Look at all this legroom I have. There is certainly no shortage of room here. On the side of the screen there is a little coat hook. It seems to be in a little bit of an impractical position because if you were to hang anything here, you wouldn't even be able to see that part of the screen. On my left side were the connections for the headset, plus power outlets and USB connections. The compartment for the handheld IFE controller has a mirror on the back side of the cover, which is nice for when you want to freshen up. Now let's open up and check out the tray table. The tray table can move forward and backward for your convenience, and I found the tray table to be very large and easy to operate. This is the secondary set of seat controls, which will allow you to make some quick adjustments while your seat is in lie flat mode. This includes the suite lighting, which can also be manipulated on the main seat control panel, which is shown here. This storage compartment was located off of my left shoulder, and it initially contained the headset and a bottle of water. Next, we'll get a good look at the headset. This noise-canceling headset was provided by Listen. The sound quality was pretty good, and the noise-canceling feature was okay as well. And this is the feature lighting in the suite, which added a really nice touch to it, and it was located right next to the door. And for your convenience is another storage bin, which is located under the side table. And on the outside of this bin, that's where they keep the magazines. And those contain the safety card, magazines, and air sickness bag. The linens were provided by Weston Heavenly. This pillow, I couldn't believe how super soft it was. The blanket was also amazingly comfortable. I like it. I really think they did an excellent job with this. Directly above the seat is another light. And plus, you can adjust your airflow. This is how the cabin looked just before we took off. I chose champagne for my welcome drink, but the other options were also orange juice and water.
Is the safety of our customers and crew. So please give us your attention for this important safety message. Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin.
If you'd like to see more of our content and to support Kuma, please subscribe. As you can see, there's quite a bit of privacy. Even though I have my door open and so does my neighbor, I can't really see him. But to complete the suite, you can always shut the door. But note that the door doesn't completely close. I had about a 1-inch gap in mine. Now let's take a look at the Delta One menu. Feel free to stop the video at any point if you need more time to look. The hot towel before the meal was nice to have, as always. Next, I got the Delta signature drink along with the assortment of nuts. The signature drink featured whiskey as the liquor, and since I really love whiskey, this was awesome. Today's menu featured 4 breakfast entree options. I chose the apple stuffed French toast. They also served dessert, of which I picked the ice cream. And next, the starter had a wide variety of items. The smoked salmon was very fresh and tasty, and I like to see fresh fruit, as you can see here. The bagel was actually tasty as well, nice and soft, and the yogurt is a nice cool touch to it. Overall, they did a nice job here. And now I indulged a little bit more with this glass of white wine. Cheers! My entree has arrived, which is the apple stuffed French toast. Now unfortunately this was a lot more underwhelming than I thought it would be. The apples were way undercooked and the dish was about as sour as it could be. I usually expect it to be sweeter.
How about that? Huh?
Oh, looks good.
Yes.
Real nice.
All right.
Thank you. And for the dessert I had ice cream, which I can honestly never pass up. It's more of a build your own option, but I chose nuts and chocolate sauce. This was very nice and sweet to end the meal service. After my dessert I had a nice hot coffee. Delta serves Starbucks, which is very nice. Now I went and checked out the Wi-Fi. I didn't test it myself, but you can see the options here. Now let's check out the amenity kit. Delta features 2 Me products in their amenity kits. This amenity kit features a pair of socks, a dental kit, a pen, eye mask, hand sanitizer, and this little package has lip balm and hand cream. This kit has a generous amount of items. It's especially nice to see the mouthwash and hand sanitizer, which make me feel more refreshed. And now I want to start relaxing, so let's look at the IFE system. The IFE screen was nice and large, and the video quality was clear. The selection of content was good, but it wasn't the best I've ever seen. It had enough to keep me busy for the flight. And next is a really interesting feature that I really want to show you. I find this to be extremely interesting. Each one of these Delta One suites has its own adjustable individual mood lighting. And now let's take a look at the immediate surroundings. As you can see, the privacy is excellent. I really felt like I had my own personal space in this seat. And now let's check out the lavatory. I wonder what this one's gonna be like. They kept it nice and clean throughout the flight. It was orderly, and I found that the design was a little bit more modern than I usually see. I really liked it. Now I'm ready to take a nap, so I'm gonna put the seat in lie flat mode. I went ahead and made my own bed. I found that the combination of the pillow, blanket, and the seat was super comfortable. Something that Kuma will never pass up is a freshly baked chocolate chip cookie. Thanks, guys. And now I'm in this super comfortable seat. I'm enjoying it so much I feel like I really don't want to sleep yet. handed out another refreshing hot towel just before the pre-landing meal service. Kuma also loves to order himself a Bailey's. This gives me a little something extra to indulge on.
For you. Thank you. You're welcome.
For my pre-landing meal, I had the warm crab cake salad. It was much better than I expected. The crab cake was extremely warm, soft, and tasty. My companion had the build-your-own burger, which he says he really didn't enjoy very much. To end the service on this flight, as a way to say thank you for flying with Delta, they brought us these nice chocolates. Here's a little bit more mood lighting that they chose for us just before landing. Overall, I found the Delta One product to be extremely enjoyable. The seats were extremely comfortable, but the food definitely needs a little tweaking. The service was very good. Flight attendants were cheerful, but weren't overly chatty. They were very professional. So would I fly this again? Oh yes, absolutely. I just want to see a little bit of improvement in the food. What do you think about our flight? Please leave us a comment below. If you enjoyed our video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of our future content, please subscribe. This is Kuma. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.